I've been in Dr. Joy's group all year long because it's just that good at helping my nervous system. I'm so proud of myself for the transformations I made so far. For example, eating, sitting down 3 meals a day. I'm a former nonstop grazer, so that was a huge accomplishment for me. And I've also abstained from flour and sugar, so far as I know. Of course, the obvious stuff I have abstained from. And yeah, I'm still lots of work to do, the fine tuning. I still find a lot of comfort for my food and wanting to race to meals and eat alone because I can't seem to wait for the family sometimes. And sometimes I get a little squirrely with all the condiments and adding more sauces or wanting my food to be a little hotter. So I go get up from the table to microwave it, but I'm eating it as I go and do that. Um, so anyway, I'm so happy to be in the conversation of recovery with you all and happy to be here again.
I started in BLE in May of 2017, had a little bit of brightness, and then life got lifey. And then about April Fool's Day of 2018, I entered a period of maintenance and actually got down to goal, or pretty close to it, but it was really with the diet mentality and pretty much on my own. And at Thanksgiving of 2018, I started binging. Well, I made an exception, which really quickly led to binging. And then for all that time until I would try every single day to get back on track. And some months were better than others, but pretty much it was either, white knuckling it or binging. And so I think it was June of 2021, I discovered Dr. Joy's group, and it was at the end, and I joined it, and I started off right there, and then kind of had a little honeymoon period there, then fell off again. But I kept staying in the conversation, and really I just credit that November 2nd of 2021 had a horrible night with one of the worst binges I've ever had. And she'd said it could be your last binge, and I don't know, one day at a time, or sometimes one meal at a time. It's been true, so I'm really happy about that. uh, it, I'm not alone in the journey anymore. I've met so many wonderful people, and it's really helped me through, well, one, we talk about the divine timing of it, because I got clean, and less than 2 months later I got hit with COVID, and it unfortunately went to long COVID. And
Yep. My story sounds very much like all of yours of binging. I had purging for many years, stopped purging finally, unfortunately, due to a pretty serious concussion I had 6.5 years ago. That woke me up from that end. And since then, holding on tightly to try and control my weight and going periods of time without eating, without overeating, but always going back to overeating. And then over exercising, doing whatever I could to compensate. So I've been here just a little over 2 years in BLE. I've had a month or two of without. I think last November I was purely bright. And now today I'm up to 84 days purely bright. And what's really helped me is I don't ever want another day one again. I just really keep reminding myself of that. I stay in the conversation with everyone, which is something that I used to not do. Wanted to be self-reliant because I had so much shame around the length of time for my disordered eating and of course my binging, purging, and just wanted to cover it over. But with the love and support of the way Dr. Joy facilitates groups, it just totally blows me away. So I'm here to just continue to steady. I found without the food that my nervous system energy is really can get a lot more jacked up than I remember, and because I couldn't remember because I was eating, right? I was eating over it, getting dull. So I'm excited about just taking things as they appear bit by bit and delving a little bit deeper into some other issues, other perhaps process addictions that I have. I think I'm understanding those a bit more, but just there's so many things that come up. So lastly, I have 3 sons.
I started BLE on November 11th in 2018. And so I've had about 4 years of ups and downs. I am an empath, and my nervous system becomes quickly overwhelmed if I don't take care of it. It causes me to isolate, and I don't think I realized how much I was isolating until this group. Um, and and participating in the last group. So meditation, manifesting, practicing gratitude, and journaling have been absolutely life-changing for me. I look forward to Monday evenings to connect with the group and to have some uninterrupted me time. As for the food, I started restricting when I was age 12, and I was taught to purge at the age of 13 by my friends, and that was a habit that stuck around a very long time. I had times in my life throughout college when I was very underweight, exercised compulsively, and I had times when I've been overweight. So I think I'm continually seeking balance, avoiding extremes, keeping myself rested and cared for so I can continue to care for others.
I started Bright Line Eating on April 16th of 2018. And I was very successful. I lost about 135 pounds, and have, oh gosh, it makes me like emotional to think about that. I can't just own that is successful, because it's been a struggle since kind of coming to what probably is a maintenance for me, at a higher number than I would have wanted. But at this point, I do think I'm relatively ready to let go of the number, and try my best to just simply be happy with my body in this new and crazy form that's still pretty new to me. And to be honest, when I am doing well, I am doing very well, and can show up for my whole life, and I just love it. And then when I'm not doing well, I'm really, really deep in it, deep in the food and the depression and anxiety, and just like a overwhelm. And so I just want to get stronger in my program, go dig deeper. I'm really excited to be here. I've been in Dr. Joy's group since August of 2021, and even though like I still have my struggles, I've learned just so much more about myself and about the journey, and made so many wonderful connections. I'd love to make more. Call me anytime. I work from home, and basically
California, and I'm 5 years in BLE, and this is my second time through, like Lucy was sharing. And I just got so much last time that I knew that I needed more time this time to really solidify the changes that I want to make. I've had a problem with binge eating and making huge exceptions in my program, which led to some weight gain, and most of it is around emotional eating. So I'm excited about getting more into understanding where I'm coming from, calming my nervous system, and I'm ready to kind of dive into some body image issues. So that's going to be that's what I'm hoping for. But what I found is that I discover things that I didn't even know I needed to know as I go through this process. So I'm going to relax into it and find my peace, and find my food neutrality as I go into the future. So welcome everybody, and I look forward to getting to know all of you.
The first time, like I was like jittery and like I was having problems with my glasses, so I had 2 pairs of glasses and like let all the fears go because it was awesome. Most of us have all stayed in contact, even the ones that didn't come back, that couldn't or whatever. And just the honesty and the vulnerability and what we learn from each other, it's awesome. It's just awesome. So just trust the process. Don't be scared. Keep showing up. So
Understand now. I think I've been in Dr. Joy's groups like I think I'm coming to like a year, which has magnified and multiplied my recovery like amazing. Like I love my life that I have developed using the nervous system care things, the learning to respect myself. Yeah, there's so much I want to say. I'm visiting